kings, queens, and in-betweens. I'm Valerie, and welcome to my channel, The Bookish Valkyrie. So it has been a while since I have uploaded any videos or even attempted to do any filming. I was having some equipment and editing situation frustrations, and that combined with the tension around current events, and I just needed to take a step back from filming and being perceived online. So but I am back and ready to be here, and I have the equipment situation figured out, so I shouldn't have such a hard time with the editing, and I'm really excited to be jumping back in with both feet. I also have a video planned, which is actually probably going to be the next video that I post, and that one is going to be some general like Christmas oriented reading stuff, like discussing what I've been reading and what I plan to read and what I would recommend for you to read. So looking forward to that. Again, that will probably be up within the next week. As for this video, this is actually a come shopping with me with a small haul at the end. The come shopping with me is probably about 15 minutes long, so I will put a timestamp here. If you don't care for a lot of B-roll and you want to skip to the haul, that's the timestamp for when you want to skip to. This come shopping with me was filmed in September. I never got around to really editing it together and posting it, so that's why I'm posting it now. I was at the new Barnes & Noble in American Fork. It is a much different setup, at least compared to any of the stores in Utah that I've been to. And I think I've been to all of the Barnes & Nobles in Utah. I'm fairly certain I've been to all of them. Either way, this is a much different, much more fresh kind of a setup from what I am used to with Barnes & Noble, and I wanted to share that with you guys, along with the books that I found interesting on the shelves back in September. I'm sure that there's definitely been a lot of new covers in, so it's a little outdated, but when it comes to books, like, is it really? They're evergreen, you know? So yeah, I loved getting to see this setup and film this setup because it's much more of an open kind of concept than the rows and rows and rows of stacks that you usually see at Barnes & Noble, and it has much more of a let's get lost in a bookstore kind of vibe to it. So yeah, hope you really enjoy this as much as I did. And again, if you are not interested in the come shopping with me portion, but you are interested in what I'm going to be hauling, then this again is the timestamp that you want to skip to.
Laying low, no place to go. Sunlight dances through the window. Lazy haze fills up the room. Got no plans, just me and you. Time slows down when you're around. Feel the rhythm of our hearts pound. In the quiet we find a groove. Lost in love, no need to move. It's a love, no need to move. It's a lazy weekend, just you and me, wrapped up in pink blankets under the sheets, lost in the moment, in our own dream. In this lazy weekend, we're wild and free. Coffee stains on the table, lazy kisses, we're unable to escape this cozy bubble where we're lost in each other's troubles. Time slows down when you're around. Feel the rhythm of our hearts pound. In the quiet we find a groove. Lost in love, no need to move. It's a love, no need to move. It's a lazy weekend, just you and me, wrapped up in blankets under the sheets, lost in the moment. by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me, I hope you'll still need me 1,000,000 years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high, keeps me high. Be your star tonight. You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me, I hope you'll still need me 1,000,000 years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high, keeps me high.
Found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity that That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Memory lane isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, breathe slow.
You're sick of my madness. Don't you tell me what I supposed to do. You're better off without me. Don't you tell me what I supposed to do. When I'm walking on the streets half naked, it's part of me, it's part of me. When I'm making my brain makeup, it's part of me, it's part of me. When you're crushing on my dreams and you're making me so full, get out of my life. I know what I'm supposed to do. When you're crushing on my dreams and you're making me so full, I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. You're sick of my madness. Don't you tell me what I'm supposed to do. You're better off without me. Don't you tell me what I'm supposed to do. When I'm walking on the streets half naked, it's part of me, it's part of me. When I'm making my bright makeup, it's part of me, it's part of me. When you're crushing on my dreams and you're making me so cool, get out of my life. I know what I'm supposed to do. When you're crushing on my dreams and you're making me so fool. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do.
I hope you enjoyed that. I really, really, really love that layout. I think it is my new favorite Barnes & Noble like ever that I have been to. Again, pretty much only been to Barnes & Nobles in Utah, so it's a smaller slice of the pie than not, but I just really love the setup. My other favorite would be the one in Sugar House that has the 2 levels. So good, so much fun. Let's get to the haul. All right, so none of these are actually books that I bought on that trip to Barnes & Noble in particular, but this first book I did pick up because of that shopping trip, because I went and saw this book, A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. Went and saw it in person and saw the sizing. Originally, I was planning on getting it from Barnes & Noble because I was hoping that size-wise it would be more in line with the same size as T. Kingfisher's other books like Thornhedge, but it is not. It is definitely more on par with the size that Book of the Month does, and it was much less expensive for me to buy it through Book of the Month. So that's how I came to own this. I really, really love this cover. I love the gold and black. I will always be a sucker for gold and black. It is just gorgeous. And I don't remember, it's been too long. I don't remember if I ever talked about reading this. I feel like I maybe talked about it in a vlog. I don't know, but I loved this book and I am so glad to have it in the physical format. Next up, I have a book that I actually picked up from Aardvark because I'm switching away from Book of the Month because I just find that Book of the Month tends towards more literary fiction, whereas Aardvark seems to highlight more genre fiction, and I am definitely much more of a genre girly than a literary girly. So, this is one of the first books that I picked up from Aardvark. It is So Thirsty by Rachel Harrison. I have also read this book. It is not my favorite Rachel Harrison, but I think I like it a lot more than at least the circle of creators that I watch. I think I might like it a lot more than a lot of people do. I think that people went into this with certain expectations, and that was potentially why they were disappointed in it or didn't enjoy it as much as I did. The vampirism of it all is the impetus for the plot line, but the front and center feature of it is most definitely character interaction and character development. So If you are looking for horror that is very about the blood and the gore and the violence or the sexiness, because I know a lot of people gravitate to vampires for the sexiness, this is not the book for you. But if you want a horror that centers around a toxic friendship that had a good beginning and that needs some love and attention, then I think that this would be the book for you. So again, if you are more interested in plot over character, Rachel Harrison just might not be the author for you. But if you want to really deep dive into characters, and if you really like horror as the vehicle for character development, Rachel Harrison is fantastic and you will love her. So yeah, I had a good time with this and I love the cover. It is gorgeous. I know it's simple, but I really appreciate that. I think it's a very nice, clean cover, and I am very happy to have this on my shelves. All right, so next up is a book that I am absolutely obsessed with. I am obsessed with this whole series. I am, I want to say 4 or 5 books deep. I can't even keep track because I'm just jumping from one book to the next in the series. And that is Dungeon Crawler Kaale by Matt Dinniman. And I love this book. Like, the color is great. We've got, if you know anything about Dungeon Crawler Kaale, you know why this is significant for the cover to have on the naked cover. You Will Not Break Me is Kaale's kind of call to arms for himself. I believe this is an indie series, or at least this started out as an indie series and then it got picked up by traditional publishing. It has been picked up for TV adaptation. I think Seth MacFarlane is the one who's going to be adapting this, and I really, really hope he does a great job because this series deserves a 5-star treatment. It is so stinky good. Kaale and Princess Donut are amazing. They have fantastic interactions, a wonderful little friendship. Princess Donut is Kaale's cat. She does talk and it's fantastic. So this is telling the story of what it would look like if aliens came to Earth and just immediately took everything over and threw the surviving humans into a gamified dungeon with real life consequences for their entertainment. Beyond that, I don't really want to get into too much detail because there's a whole lot to spoil and it is very worth your time and energy. So I have obviously had to have at least the first book of this series on my shelves, and so there's that. And finally, I picked up a couple of Christmas books because how do I not pick up some Christmas books this time of year? I picked up a copy of The Nightmare Before Christmas. I have it on audiobook as well, so I will be reading this soon, but I haven't got to it yet. And I am very excited. It is supposed to be a romance between the Prince of Halloween and the Prince of Christmas, I believe, or something along that lines. It's going to have, I believe, some Nightmare Before Christmas, like, fun thrown into the mix. I've heard a lot of people really enjoying it. I haven't really looked too deeply into it. I just want to pick it up and read it and enjoy it for myself without any preconceived expectations to potentially ruin my enjoyment. So I've got that. And then I also just started reading Make the Season Bright. So this is a sapphic story about 2 exes who are stuck together in the same house for the holidays. So again, that's really all I know about it, and I am hoping that I really, really, really enjoy it because It's easier than it used to be to find a sapphic romance, but that I enjoy, that's well written. But it's definitely, I don't know, it's definitely getting easier, and I'm really hoping that this is one of them. I very specifically have a hard time finding Christmas sapphic romances that aren't disappointing in one way or another. And since Ashley Herring Blake has such a great reputation for writing sapphic romance, I really hope that I enjoy this. I have not read her other books. I do have them, but I haven't read them yet. And if I don't enjoy this, I may just add those to my Pango. So I am super extra hoping to love this so that I don't have to abandon 3 books that I already own. All right, so that is it for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you want to. Let me know in the comments what your favorite recent haul was, or otherwise, if you just want to let me know that you were here but don't really want to say anything, leave me an emoji of a Christmas tree or a book stack just to let me know that you were here. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
Hello to my kings, queens, and in-betweens. I'm Valerie, and let's try again. Because stuff and things and nonsense. I am currently really